So, where we last we have liftoff, clearly. Yeah, no. Okay, we were here, and between us and our tree was a big ball of doom. That lags at the game if I get near. So, you go to this thing, you turn it on, and you forget how to aim. And it's disabled. And now weird funky music. Oh. Yeah, by breaking that, that's what causes the doors to break or something. Also, what's over here? Hold it. I don't think I've seen this before. What? Oh no, this is just a shortcut going around. And yeah, it's like raining, and I don't know what's going on with that, but whatever it is, it's loud and kind of annoying. So let's just go to the tree, as it just rains on that. It's weird. But first, let's hit the body with it. As it turns very slowly. And it... So, continuing on, here's a thing. Well, let's just do what we normally do. And make our path, and this should lead us right to the tree. It leads us to lag. And, yep, we can't go in the very ugly looking water. I mean, seriously. It's hardly even animated. That looks animated, but that's just pastel colored. What is this water? You can't even call that water. But we enter into the tree, and... yeah. This is our third tree, so now we've got 2 links between the worlds. And that didn't look buggy at all. No, sir. And by restoring the tree and moray, we get another achievement. And this one leads to Soria. No, this is red. This is yellow. This, in my opinion, is the best part of this, because the skybox changes. It's pretty cool. I love these portals. I like it because these don't lag when you go through them, unlike the other ones. And completely separate skybox. Beauty. So meanwhile, we need to head over to Yellowland and head up to Soria. Yeah, and in case I didn't mention, this area is called the Heart. So if you save there, you're in the Heart. That's what it says on the save file, at least. And I suppose we'll give it... Nah, we can't actually. So you may be wondering, I've explored all of Unrath. Where possibly could the last world be located? Well, it's dumb. There's only one portal, and it's kind of dumb. Now let's see. I need the minecart. And I have no idea where it is. Although I reckon exploring the rails, oh there it is, be a good start. Anytime you want to let me enter, game. I don't actually know what direction I need to go. I think it's this direction. This is what I'm imagining. Yeah, I think I need to go through there. Which means I need to flip this lever. And it goes slowly up the hill. And, yeah, this is the wrong location, alright. Actually, maybe, no, it might not be. No, it's the correct location. It is. But I need to go around. And now we can tour all of this that was just taken from Murray. And now we need to go left into this dead end. You may have already figured out what to do. It took me quite a while to find this. Now, let's see, there's another rock pile somewhere that we need to disrupt. It's right down there. And we can kind of just leave this minecart right here since we don't need it anymore. So yeah, if we look down there. Now, how do we get down there? The answer is very annoying. Okay, so we go through here, and then we kind of just have to go all the way around. It's faster without the train, because I don't have to switch the track the train is on. And you go over here. And remember when we put this back? And remember my very specific words, how I said, this thing can only go two directions. It can only go face like this and face like this. Well, take a look now. It rotates the other way. Now, I made it very, very clear that to point out that this thing would not rotate that direction when you first start the game. So I have no idea what causes it to trigger that you are allowed to rotate it this way, but something causes it to do that, and I don't know why. But now that it's done that, we have to go back to Murray and go through that door. Fun times. I cut it out, but you've got to see all of the footage. It's amazing. And otherwise the video will be very short, because this is literally the end of the game. How more monotone can I sound? But yeah, that's fine as a puzzle. Honestly, it's a clever puzzle. But making it so that you can only solve the puzzle after doing some other arbitrary, unrelated thing, and there's no indication that the two are related, that is what I have a problem with. They do a similar thing. They already did a similar thing earlier, I believe. Anyway, now we need to go to... not there. Here. No, wait. That's the first of two instances, sorry. Spoiler alert, yeah, there's something stupid like that later on. In which something just happens because the plot demands it. So yeah, good thing we made that shortcut, right? So yeah, this is just literally, you know where to go, so just walk a million miles until you get there. Very linear. Not very exciting, not very puzzling. And yeah, these doors and bridges are pretty useless, I'd say, against a species that has wings or just a brain, like some climbing rope. Who knows? I actually want to go here, because we have to trek through the majority of Murray at least, but we get shortcuts. Yay. Who doesn't like shortcuts? Where was I going? I don't know, but it involved this general direction. Fortunately, the puzzles stay solved. Unlike another game by the same company, Cough Cough Mist. mean, I can see how they tried to do something ingenious with this game, but they kind of just didn't. Alright, don't have to, like, yeah, go here. This one's kind of just weird. You go around in circles. Reminds me of, Edena? Whatever, from Myst 3 Exile. A game which I do want to LP at some point, once I can find myself a copy. Forget the sequel. Riven sucks. And so do 4 and 5. 3 is amazing, though. Okay, and now we're just up here. Okay, now I believe this is the shortcut that I could have taken but didn't. Okay, great, then let's go back this way. And more cutting the video, because why not? Yeah, so there's very specific locations we have to portal, because we have to get to the other side of the thing. And this is one of those locations. I'll take this one. Okay, now that we're here, we need to get out of here somehow. Where is the door? This way. This way. No, this way. No. Huh. Okay. Where is the door? Okay, this is a bit of an issue. I am getting lost. Oh, here it is. Okay. Whatever you say, game. So yeah, we need to exit on this side of the world. And loading zone. Quick loading zone randomizer of this game, because that will go so well. Okay, we can continue finally. And we're out here, and now the first time, well, yeah, it just took me a while to figure out you could do this, and then I came over here and it's like, surprise, you haven't blasted open the walls, the rocks, and I was really annoyed. Here's some Patreon backer stuff. I don't know, not important. Here's some unnecessary terrain, and then you go in here, and it's like, there's a cat in my throat. Okay, now that I've coughed off camera, and it's red. Spooky. And now that I've coughed off camera again, spooky. You may be thinking, and miss how, like, spooky Murray was getting with, like, the fake Yosef and the, thing that could kill you. May be thinking, oh, clearly Soria, this world, or just the world of the Mofang, or whatever, will be like that. But no, it's literally trash. pudding stone. That's what I call this, pudding stone. You got some cool rock. I was expecting like a final boss to burst forth or something. But no, it's very, very underwhelming. You go here, and then you kind of just follow a very linear path, and keep following the path. I guess this is supposed to be like melted rock. I don't know, it just looks like chocolate to me, maybe. There's the tree! Hey look, left or right, choice didn't matter. And now you can either go left to the tree, or you can go right and get an achievement. Because you come up here and... just Arizona. Yeah. So, your world got replaced. This sphere and the other sphere got replaced completely and swapped. This is Earth. And that's about as close as you'll ever get to Earth. It's too foggy, can't see anything. And yeah, this is literally the entire world of Soria. Like, was the budget getting low at this point? There are no puzzles except to get there, which is just break a wall and go on a very long walk. Here's the tree. Literally nothing. No surprises. Very disappointing. So, this world doesn't count in my opinion. So yeah, overall, 4 worlds. Soria doesn't exist. Hunrath, the best. Moray, extremely linear, requires you to go back and forth way too many times. Kaptar, oh, good world, but not the best. Hunrath had some stupid puzzle anyway. With that one about beneath the first mare or whatever, and you get another achievement for restoring the last, 4th and final tree. And yeah, that sure is all the trees. Beautiful backgrounds. So, how about, yeah. I do love the idea of these trans-dimensional rocks. Or, like, this heart area is my favorite area. Weird sounds, whatever could those be, and then suddenly the tree starts to flood, and then it becomes a very different game. No. Stealing other YouTubers' catchphrases. Clearly, that's what I'll do. Clearly. No, no, that's just the tree being the tree. Because it's got all 4 other 3 of its buddies hooked up to its... yeah, I don't know. So, I guess now we'll talk to Cecil. What? Okay, I have no idea what that was. My guess is a visual glitch, but suddenly this is turning into a creepypasta. So, how about that, Cecil? Yeah, there's only a very, very small amount of the game left, and then there are 2 more endings, because when we died, that was 1 ending. There are 3 endings in this game, and the choices you make to determine which ending you get, it's so dumb. What determines which ending you get is the stupidest thing ever. I'll get the bad ending first, then I'll get the good ending.
Already, there's one thing left. It's called the bleeder. Gotta stop it. It's draining the whole system. It keeps things under control, holding us back. Connections, tree, panels, battery, power levels. You trace that bleeder. If everything's connected, we'll be headed home. I connected the blame battery cable myself. Important piece you never got to.
So, you may be thinking, how do you get to the bleeder? I'll show you the bleeder. Actually, I probably won't. Point is, remember when we went up here, and we clogged this waterfall, etc.? There's a thing. There's a wall that we could access, but we couldn't get to. And in the map in Farley's house, I noticed that that wall was directly opposite to the wall leading to the bleeder. So I knew you had to get up there, but you couldn't because the waterfall was diverted. So you come up here and it's like, surprise, all this heavy machinery is gone, and now you can just arbitrarily open this door. But first, we need to check something, because at the beginning of the game, Cecil asked us to connect this battery, and I was just making sure that we did. I think he mentioned something about coming up here to connect it himself, but it was already connected. I don't know, it's just dumb how this wall just arbitrarily goes away to prevent you from completing the game too early. So then you go to the wall, you go through the wall, and gasp, now where are we? We're just kinda over here. And lagging, or stuck on rock. This is the bleeder, that thing floating in the water off the coast. Dynamite. And apparently we're supposed to blow it up. Well, it's primed. And then I was like, why didn't it blow up or something? Now what do I do? The game never explains this at all. I think you're supposed to follow the wires, maybe? Or just figure it out yourself? I don't know, it's stupid. Because where we're supposed to go, you're just somehow supposed to figure out that this whole end sequence took me hours to figure out, simply because it's just so obscure. But you somehow just have to figure out to go over here, go back the way you came from, all the way back, and we actually want to go down. And then, I think fastest way would be this way. Yeah, it would be. We'll just kind of head up here to the town hall or whatever, to the tower. You have to go to the tower, and then you have to go to the top of the tower. Remember this elevator from the start of the game that we used? Well, now we need to go up several floors to the very top. I think I may have been up there all the way already, but you couldn't do anything. I believe I was, actually. You got power meters showing the 4 trees, 100 and green lights and stuff. You're just supposed to somehow know to come up here. And there's just a plunger. Yeah, I guess you are supposed to. And you push this, and it's the end of the game. Suddenly, explosion. More explosion. And that graphics look terrible.
Almost there. Real good. Not much left. Just waiting for all the natural way of things to happen now. Lots of folks left behind, but I reckon they've passed. I don't move real well.
See right there?
Legs. You can see how useful these tracks is to me.
He's in them. Apparently he's wheelchair bound or something.
What's getting into them crazy Capitar critters, but they ain't unplugging my battery. We're going home, not wherever. All right now, I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers.
By the way, this doesn't work.
We don't spend much time here, and that ain't a bad thing.
This battery, I'm assuming, just recalls it in case you do something like this. And gets stuck up here.
I reckon you got the best seat in the house up there.
Fire burning. The world ending. Well, not yet. And suddenly the tree emits electricity.
It's been a long time since I've seen it. Very long indeed. Black copy.
Oh, the dials are flickering.
Like it's running like
You know, I seem to recall the other swappers working with a lot more particles. Hey, we're home, right? And fire. More fire. There's a thing over there.
I don't know. It's gone. All gone. There's nothing left. Nothing.
Well, R.I.P. Earth. There's kind of just a mound over there. Low polygon and all. Oh, good thing there were two monitors here. Good thing they both have cameras.
We all made it, but most couldn't swap. Is it too late? Oh, Caesar.
Looks like she's just in a hotel. Look at that. They look like there's a bed in the corner.
I figured.
That thing is kind of just getting closer. Yeah, she's just in a hotel room somewhere, recording this.
No, Caesar. It just wasn't made to be this way.
Pity we've got nowhere to go. That's just up the garage. And she's just left. Let's stare at her hotel room. And her... Okay, it's still around. And the TVs just go dark as they get consumed. Because they didn't want to show that on the screen. Too graphic. I like how we're still drawing power from all of them. Yeah, it's called Mofang, not Soria. Even though technically it's Soria. It's both Mofang and Soria. So yeah, with all this wind, it's amazing we aren't getting pushed or off, and then we just slowly fade to black, despite the fact that we still had a few more seconds before the storm reached us. And roll credits. So you may be wondering, I did everything Cecil told me to. How do I get the good ending? Simple, you do things that Cecil didn't tell you. Specifically, wait for it. There's one thing that Cecil was asking you to do the entire game. Wait for it. Keep on waiting for it. Okay, and we're up here. Oh no, we're in the bleeder. Okay, there we go. So now that we've primed the bleeder, I guess we'll head home. By the way, Cecil doesn't tell you anything more. He's just like, just do it! Rawr. This is where we want to go. So remember the entire game, how he was like, and don't forget about my battery, my battery, my battery, turn on my battery. To get the good ending, you go here, and you unplug his battery. Doing that simple action, changes the entire ending from good to bad. Bad ending? Good ending. Bad ending? Good ending. Literally at the flick of a switch. And that's why it's the stupidest thing ever. It should not be that easy to change what ending you get. Never. So now we just head back to the tower and witness the good ending, which is like 90% the exact same. Except the end cutscene is different, because once we... like, literally, it's a little bit longer, but it's also, like, half the same. Like, everything until we swap is the same. Well, mostly. I think the sparks from the tree are blue instead of red. Because red symbolizes passion and undying romance, clearly. And the blue symbolizes nobody cares. Yeah, so. And it's suddenly explosion. And more explosion. And an awkward cut because I sneezed. Good thing there's these handy-dandy radios and televisions up here.
I don't move real well, carving legs. You can see how useful these tracks is to me. Not sure what's getting into them crazy Capitar critters, but they ain't unplugging my battery.
You're right, I did.
Not wherever. All right now. I'll power up my override. When the time comes, it works a lot like them little swappers. It'll swap us home. We didn't spend much time here.
So did he make the little swappers? Oh no, the sparks are yellow instead of red. Yeah, and the beams are yellow instead of red.
Real fine folk.
Now my question is, why are the Arai, or whatever those Captar critters. What are they doing? How did they get here? Why? We should have them diverge shortly, the two endings. Can't push the plunger again.
I checked. I checked everything. So help me. Did you do this? One carving chance. I got no idea where we're headed now. You're sending us to hell for all I know.
This is good acting, that line right there. And now suddenly the graphics of everything got better. I mean, look at that. Everything just looks a lot more real. And
What in places? Wait. I'll be Harley.
all the worlds.
She got it right.
There's Soria. There's
She got it
Murray. There are Captors over there, I'm assuming. This is Earth. Yeah, that's Captar. All the spears. Don't know why they're like that. And here's Farley.
Cecil.
There's a sun.
Caroline. Son.
Dear Lord. You made it. How many others?
We all made it. I'm heading your way. Stay where you are.
And she's still in a hotel room.
I ain't going nowhere.
Why, what, are you stuck in Hotel California? Is there a switch in one of the rooms you need to press? Oh, sorry, I pressed that switch for you. In fact, I pressed every switch for you. And they weren't in any easily accessible rooms. Hotels. And crackling. Okay, game. I still can't do much. And they're gone. And then massive explosion. Except no. And fade to black. And slightly better music. And by slightly better, I mean actual credits music. And despite the fact that this ending is essentially no different than getting the other one. Thoughts. This game is overhyped. It's okay, but it wasn't as good as people were promising, as they were promising. It started off great and it went downhill. Instead of uphill, it went downhill. Yeah. Robin Miller was CW. Patrick Troutway was Mayor Yosef. Caroline Farley was Caroline Farley. Or something like that. Robin Miller made the music, and then no credits for the other unmentionable characters. Unmentioned characters. QA. Tester. Story consultant. Now, somewhere in these Kickstarter credits is my family. I'll leave you to figure out which one. You aren't getting any hints. I'll give you a hint. It's not. It was my father, not me. So even if you somehow know my name, you won't know his. Gasp! That eliminates the female names. Like, all 2 of them. These are really long credits, by the way. Really, really long. Very special thanks. Is that being diminutive to the special thanks? These ones get a very special thanks. Additional thanks. Corporate thanks. So many thanks. Additional thanks to the 2,300,000 backers. And then they list, like, all of them. Or 23,000. Whatever. Do you like the fact that the music ended? I sure don't. Now what will we listen to? We'll just play Minesweeper. As I cover up. No, I'll just do this and then this. Haha. I am showing all of the credits. This is important. The most important. And then I hiccuped. And then the world ended because of that one hiccup. Yeah, they're kind of just still going. There were a lot of backers to this game. And that is why I mentioned none of them. I mentioned myself, clearly. pompous, arrogant, rude, isosceles, triangles. Yeah, that sure was all the backers. Was it actually? I thought there were more than that. Oh, I actually missed my name. Oh, no, we got more backers. Never mind. Yeah, I knew it wasn't done yet. Yeah, there were a lot of backers to this game. That's a lot of Johns, by the way. That is a lot of Johns. Okay, is that all the backers? I'm not going to close my game yet. Because I have a feeling, if I recall correctly, box backers, yep. Even more. So many backers. Like 10 minutes of credits at least at this point. Getting close to. This is the biggest section, I believe, by the way, of backers. This is so dumb. 6. That's unusual. Very unusual that you see a 6. Even 4s are unusual, but 6s, I've never seen one before. Aside from one that isn't completely stupid. It's like 99 mines. And like 98 squares. I don't know how that would work. I'm really good at math, actually, but that's besides the point. Two mines. Where could they be? That's safe. Which means that's safe. Which means that's a mine. Which means that's safe. Which means that's a mine and that's safe. I win! Yay! Games won. Percentage 9%. Do I have any other? Do I have any other games worth? Chess. We could do chess. This is what people do in hotels. Clearly. It was all just a hotel all along. Loading chess titans. I know how to play chess, thank you very much, game. Oh, it's so big. Frosted glass. Let's just do wood on wood. There we go. I guess I'm white. Why is the computer thinking? The computer doesn't need to think. Yay. Oh cool, I can do this. Full 3D. That sound is awful. That sounded like a dog, like just dying. Haha, you are in check. Queen trade, and he cannot... whatever anymore. Yeah, I knew he would do that. Doesn't mean I'm gonna do anything to prevent that. Maybe I will. Yeah, I probably will. Moving his bishop in. Okay, now I'm not even paying attention. Good job, me. These are weird chess pieces. I'm just gonna blame the style of the chess piece. Gasp, he saw through my cunning plot. These are really long credits. Oh yeah, there goes my rook. I just saw it. I'm not used to these piece styles. I'm in check. You fell right for my cunning trap. Well, I don't know. I'll just perma-check him. This is helping, clearly. That works. I'm still down. These are really long, backers. Seriously, look at all this madness. That's a bit of an awful situation. I'm... crud. Well... Well, if I do that, I'm... Oh, yeah, this is blocking this. Yeah. Let's see, he can't move there. He can't move here. His only option, if I somehow put him into check, would be down here. Now the problem being, I have to somehow put him in check. And there goes my bishop. Yeah, there was kind of a few problems with that plan. No! The bishops! Or the pawns! They advance! Oh! Interesting. And then it's checkmate. Oh, he just takes. Sure. I need to stay near this, ring around the rosy. Pocket full of I'm really dead. Oh boy. Now we played this game of him just advancing his one pawn until he gets a queen. And yep, that sure was all the backers. That was a good 20 minutes of credits, allegedly. Are we done yet? Just checkmate me, dude. Well, we saw the lose sound. End game. Use undo. Okay, I think that's it. And what do you get for getting to the end of the credits? Absolutely nothing. There's just a back button. Such a quality game.